Hello people, welcome to IO and welcome to 2017. I'm Charles and I'm about to drop some massive spoilers for the movie Titanic. But first, make sure you hang around so I can respond to some of your comments at the end of the video. Let's get into it. As one of the most highly discussed disasters in history, the sinking of the RMS Titanic has been a topic of interest for years since its sinking over 100 years ago in 1912. Touted as unsinkable and the largest ship afloat in existence at its time of sailing, the Titanic set sail from Southampton on the south coast of England to cross the Atlantic and reach its destination of New York. It is reported to have hit an iceberg on the 4th day of its sailing, April 14th, at around 11:40 PM ship's time. This caused a massive rupture in the ship's hull and it gradually filled with water. Over the next few hours, people were loaded onto lifeboats until 2:20 AM when the ship broke apart, causing the majority of people left on board to die. It's estimated that over 1,500 people died in this catastrophe. The accident caused a massive reform in maritime safety and regulations which are still in effect in some way or another to this day. This is a story we know, and the story which is told in popular culture, especially the film Titanic. However, recent research may have revealed a different story. A new documentary titled Titanic: The New Evidence presents a theory in which a fire in the ship's hull, which had started before the ship had even left the dock in Belfast, is the real reason for the ship's downfall. Journalist Seanan Maloney, who has been looking into the Titanic's fate for 30 years, noticed a 9-meter black mark on the front of the ship's hull in a photo taken before it had left dock. He claims that this mark was a result of a fire which had burnt unnoticed in the ship's hull for 3 weeks and reached temperatures of 1,000 degrees. This would have weakened the steel in the ship's hull considerably, making it much more prone to gaping holes torn in it by icebergs, which apparently should have otherwise been impossible. Maloney claims that this area of weakness is the exact area that the iceberg struck the ship, so it was a combination of events and bad decisions which in fact led to the sinking of the Titanic, if we're to believe this new evidence anyway. Metallurgy experts state that when steel is exposed to temperatures of that nature, it becomes extremely brittle and its strength is reduced by up to 75%. This would explain why an iceberg was so easily able to tear through the ship's hull. But surely we'd know if a fire had burned for 3 weeks in the hull of a ship that was receiving so much international media attention, right? Maybe not. If those in charge of the ship had an extreme amount of pressure on them to have the ship ready to sail in time, all of the wealthy patrons expecting it, and they knew that repairs would delay this by a considerable amount of time, missing that deadline, maybe they decided to just cover it up, right? But then, how would they get so many people to keep quiet about such a massive fire? Seems unlikely. What do you guys think? Could this be true? Let me know in the comments below. And on that topic, now it's time to respond to some comments. So on the video where I talked about CNN showing us how Russian hackers actually hack, Geometry-Colorasso left a comment, the Legend 27 equals Russian hacker confirmed. It probably was the Legend 27 that hacked the US database and messed around with, you know, the polls. So you can probably thank the Legend 27 for Donald Trump being in government. Keep trying to vote, but this one guy keeps messing up my polls. Next up, I asked you guys if any of you were Russian to let me know if that is actually how Russian people hack. And I'm assuming Russian user Dankley said, us Russians hack with vodka by our sides. I assure you that's not what the screens always look like. Are you insinuating that sometimes the screen just kind of looks a bit blurry, like you're not really sure what's going on? I don't know, it's good to get your opinion, thanks for letting me know. And any other Russian users, like, again, let us know if that's how you guys hack. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about what might have happened to the Titanic. Make sure to tune in next time and I will see you then. Peace.